Okay, so every time you see a brilliant red fireworks lighting up the night sky, you're watching the chemistry of one element, and that's strontium. Strontium is a group 2 element, and so that's an alkaline earth metal with atomic number 38, and it's got the atomic mass of 87.62 right here. Its chemical symbol is Sr. And so being in group 2, it has 2 electrons in its outer valence shell, and that gives it the electron configuration of krypton and 5s2. Interestingly enough, strontium was actually one of the few elements to be named after a relatively small town, and that's Strontium in Scotland. Right, so there's Strontium right there. It's a pretty small little town, and in the hills north of Strontium, lead was mined in the 18th century. In these mines, the mineral strontianite was discovered. And so then strontium was first isolated from strontianite. And so strontium is probably best known for making fireworks red, as I kind of said. If you've ever watched a fireworks show, you've seen strontium in action. Strontium salts, such as strontium nitrate and strontium carbonate, produce a brilliant crimson red color, and it's also used in road flares and emergency signaling devices and that sort of thing. Strontium is also used to make ferrite magnets, and so the compounds are used to manufacture strontium ferrite, which is one of the world's most common and permanent magnetic materials. And so these are found in speakers and electric motors and refrigerator magnets all over household electronics. Radioactive strontium-90 is a major nuclear fission product. And so that's produced during nuclear fission in nuclear reactors. And so it behaves kind of like calcium, and it can accumulate in bones if it's released in the environment. So that kind of gives it a little problem, because your body does mistake strontium for calcium. Because they're both alkaline earth metals, so they're both very similar, and so your bones can incorporate strontium into them as well. So this makes that similarity into research very important for treating osteoporosis and that sort of thing. Strontium is also quite famous among amateur astronomers because it contributes to the vivid colors seen in certain stars when scientists analyze their spectra. And so, like every other element, strontium leaves behind a very unique fingerprint of spectral lines from distant stars.